Alright, so I spent some time scouring through all of the best PGs in on 2KDB, and we're going to talk about my personal top 10. Now, remember, these aren't really in a list, because it's just not really a big deal to rank them 1 through 10. They're the top 10 PGs. You can pick and choose who you want to use, and I would say there's actually one that I kind of threw in here because I was unsure who to make that 10th guy, and you could honestly make that number 10 spot. But the other 9, I'm pretty confident these are some of the best PGs in the game, or the top 10. So yeah, I'm going to stop blabbing, we're going to get on into it. Now here is the one that I'm a little bit unsure of, because you honestly could replace this Jrue Holiday with like an Eric Snow or something like that, a nice real good, Ruby PG that's actually kind of crazy, but I decided to leave our guy Jrue Holiday in here because he's just one of the best defensive, if not the best defensive PG that I've used aside from Gary Payton. Like, he's just that good. His playmaking is great. I love the jumper. I love the defense. Tendencies, they're all right. Like, I really care about the fact that the foul and hard foul are lower than I can really care about the fact that the on-ball ceiling attach shot are high. But the only thing that kills this Jrue Holiday is that base dribble style. If he had, a quick, a shifty, even like something simple, maybe like a Kyrie Irving, something like that, this Jrue Holiday would be crazy. But a jump shot 29 with some really amazing, defense at 93 perimeter, 92 steal. He's got an 83 shot 3. He's got some really good speed. His playmaking is great. He even has a bit of a dunk if you wanted it to. Like, this guy is just so hard to go up against because of how well he can defend that I like it. But just to show you guys, sorry for the clicking if you hear it, I'm honestly of the opinion that this Eric Snow could be just as good. You don't have the dunking, but you have honestly better shooting, just as good playmaking, and just as good defense. Just slightly worse tendencies, I would say. The jump shot 28 is a really good jumper. So all around, both of these guys are pretty good. That 10th spot, again, is kind of like iffy for me. You can kind of throw whoever you want, but these other guys I'm pretty confident in. Next we're going to talk about is Ron Boone. Still my, I guess I'll call him starting PG because he's my favorite. But I just run Walt on the starters just because I need that Hall of Fame dimer for Josh Smith to really consistently shoot his shots. But the reason I love this Ron Boone is because he got a nice 84 shot 3. His speed is absolutely insane when you mix that with the goal quick first step, the quick chain, and stuff like that. Why is it still on my screen? He also has amazing defense. I mean, we're talking gold clamp, silver intimidator. He's got pickpocket on silver. Some great shooting, some great finishing, despite that 60 driving dunk. He's got the Paul George jumper, the quick dribble style. That Baron Davis signature combo is so cheesy. Like, I love this Ron Boone because you call a few screens here and there, like everybody does, and you can just cheese around him, speed boost around him like it's nothing. And it's just super fun to have this Ron Boone out there on the court. His tendencies, actually not bad. Has a 90 pass interception, has an 84 on ball steal, 79 contest shot, 79 block shot, and decently low fouls, which is really good. But it's mainly that Paul George jumper that I really think ties it all together. And if we're having fun with this Ron Boone, just wait for 2 weeks when we get our hands on this John Morant, because he is literally Ron Boone, but has the shifty dribble style and not as great, defensive tendencies, but is going to be one of the best finishers in the game. You give him a clamps, an ankle braces, a pick dodger, and then probably a blinders, and this John Morant's going to easily make this top 10 list, but it's not quite time for that. But Ron Boone's great. Next guy I want to talk about is Derrick Rose. Now, Derrick Rose suffers from the fact that he's not going to be as good of a defender. You can see it. Honestly, add a pick dodger, add maybe like an interceptor, intimidator, something like that to really help him out. I think he'll be looking good. And also like a mismatch expert. But Derrick Rose is just great because that 90 driving dunk, the 95 speed, and then I'll lift him quick for a step and downhill. That 77 shot 3 is kind of a lie. I do pay for 2KDB, and I can tell you guys that Derrick Rose has a pretty decent green window. I won't tell you all the specific stats on it, obviously because I'm not allowed to, but just some absolutely great things. That 90 driving dunk is absolutely different. That Derrick Rose jumper, again, I just said it's money. His quick dribble style and his dribbling moves are absolutely insane. And he just feels great, man. This Derrick Rose is impossible to score on offense. You have to do a bit of hiding with him on defense. You got to throw him here and there so that if they're trying to score with their PG, Derrick Rose doesn't get absolutely cooked. But his offensive game more than makes up for it, if I'm being honest. Next up is our man Isaiah Thomas, the guy who I guess dethroned Derrick Rose as the best PG in the game. I know he's 6'1", but you'll be fine. Like, you will be fine. My guy has Hall of Fame limitless and posterizer, no limitless takeoff. And then he has dimer and floor general, some of the best playmaking you'll find. His defense is absolutely amazing. I mean, silver clamps, goal interceptor, things like that. It's just crazy. That 95 driving dunk, his 95 speeds and playmaking, his 82 shot 3, his 88 midi. He's got amazing defense. Tendencies, kind of trash, I'm not going to lie. That 71 on ball steal is pretty decent, but I would love this contest shot to be higher. This just you'll notice how good having a high contest shot tendency is once you use a guard that has it, and then you want everybody to have it. So it's kind of tough that doesn't have it, but jump shot 14 is pretty damn solid, especially on this Isaiah Thomas. That quick dribble style and his dribbling moves are actually really good. The only thing that sucks about this IT is that Kyrie Irving layup package, but the fact that he's dunking everybody means he's probably not going to take too many layups. If you manage your stamina pretty well, so he's not going to take layups as often, he'll be a perfectly fine card, but you do need to add a few things to this Isaiah Thomas. First off, blinders and sniper, almost a necessity. And then I would say a slithery finisher and a giant slayer. Those 4 badges are super key. I'm not sure how many you can add to them. It might be 4 or 5. But if you can add more, then I would start getting into the Deadeye and Chef and things like that. If you really wanted to, or maybe an Intimidator. But this Isaiah Thomas is absolutely insane. The mix of absolutely amazing finishing, good shooting, playmaking on par with some of the best, and really solid defense as well is just absolutely amazing. One of the best PGs by far. The next one is Trey Young. I saw a lot of hate for it this time in Trey Young, and I really don't know why. The guy's crazy, and he's still actually one of the cheapest PGs in the game right now for his ability. I think he's actually might be the cheapest besides Drew Holiday on this list. I'll actually scroll through the auction house right now just to see what he's going through. But Trey Young has a 94 shot 3. He has one of the best jumpers in the game, in my opinion. That Trey Young base on quick is absolutely disgusting, and people just don't like him because of the slasher dribble style, which just doesn't make sense to me because he is gross, man. His dribbling is crazy. Look at this, 90 on-ball steal, 80 contest shot, 80 block shot. Yeah, he's 6'1", but he still plays insane defense because of ankle braces, clamps, menace, all in Hall of Fame, and then gold interceptor, intimidator, and pick dodger. The guy's got silver quick for a step and some of the best playmaking you'll find. He has almost every single shooting badge on gold, and then has Hall of Fame mismatch expert. Can't really dunk, which is kind of tough. But you can still have some fun with it, and you don't really need to add too many badges onto this guy. Like, yeah, a bull stripper, it could help you have a little bit of fun on it. Off-ball pest, definitely a badge that I would actually add because it'll help him stick on those guys running screens. But he's got 92s in the speed. He has amazing playmaking, that 94 shot 3, 95 perimeter, 92 steal. Like, yeah, he can't dunk, but this guy's like 47K on the auction house right now. He's one of the best budget PGs you can pick up and just have some fun with. And if we weren't getting Marant soon, I probably would pick up this trade because he seriously is gross. The next guy we got is Russell Westbrook, who falls in line just like Derrick Rose, except you probably aren't going to ever shoot a 3 with him. Even though he has that 79 shot 3, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody take a jumper with this Westbrook. He's super cheesy. This Russell Westbrook dribble style is great. His dribbling moves pretty solid. I wouldn't say they're amazing, but they're not bad. And his layup package is one of the best. But his jumper's just really slow. So you're not really going to get as open as you want to. His tendencies, they're alright, nothing crazy. The foul's a little bit higher than you would want. But the great thing about Westbrook is Hall of Fame quick first step, downhill, and dimer. This guy is a demon in the fast break. Catch that rebound, turn around, and just start running with it. He will get down to the court crazy fast. And then you can just dish it out to the corner like it's nothing. That volume shooter and lucky number 7 can be pretty cool as well if you just take out some quick shots. But if I'm being honest, the only negative to this Westbrook is the fact that you can really only shoot absolutely wide open, but without contest R, that's never really a possibility. So he can be fun, but mainly to use him as a slasher around some pick rolls, things like that, and a really good playmaker. And it'll be good. Plus, he still has some pretty decent defense with that bronze clamps, things like that. Westbrook, he's crazy, but he's not worth like the 250K. If you have him, use him. He's great, but I would low-key sell him pretty soon because we'll probably get better versions eventually. Next up is my man Steph Curry. If it weren't for another guy on this list, I would say he's the best PG in the game. And I'm honestly kind of debating if Steph Curry is even in number 2. He might be number 1 still, because this Curry's crazy. 6'3", 6'3" wingspan, and then he has Hall of Fame catch and shoot, shaft, circus, deadeye, difficult shot, screen machine, stop and pop. The bronze quick first step, dimer, and downhill is not ideal, but who cares? He can shoot like crazy. The bronze clamps, interceptor, that bullet passer goes crazy. The timer, sniper, the limitless spot up, the 97 shot 3, the Steph Curry jumper on quick, his dribbling style, he can still do the Curry slide and just get absolutely mixy with it. His layup package is crazy. I can't seem to stop him dunking despite having a 65. This Curry card guarantees you at least 20 points a game if you're really not the greatest of dribblers. And if you can dribble, this Curry is going to guarantee you at least 30 points and probably a cool like 6 or 7 assists every single game. Like, it is just so hard to actually keep this Curry, contained. You can run off-ball plays with him and just get those 3-pointers just up and chucking it. Literally whatever you want. This Steph Curry's going to go crazy. He seriously is one of the best. He's the best offensive PG in the game. It's just his defense is a little bit lacking. You kind of have to hide him a little bit, but he's still absolutely insane with what he can do. The next guy we got on here is the other argument for the best PG in the game, and that's Gary Payton. Gary Payton's absolutely insane. 6'4" height, is a 6'7" wingspan. He has jump shot 40 on that normal timing. The shifty dribble style, which is just godly. Same thing that Kevin Durant, Pete Maravich, this Klay Thompson right here, Paul Silas, if you've used him, and John Morant will have. And some pretty decent dribbling animations. And 98 on-ball steal tendency with Hall of Fame ankle braces, ball stripper, clams, menace, pick dodger, pickpocket, tire defender, gold intimidator, gold interceptor, gold dimer, just amazing playmaking. He can shoot real great too. Like, he's a god. Like, there's really nothing around. He's got a 70 driving dunk, so he can still dunk it. 74 interior, so he's good inside. His strength is actually a 79. I was having trouble pupping him with Josh Smith earlier today, which is just crazy. He just has a mix of everything great that you could want. His dribbling moves are great, although not as shifty as maybe like a Dave Bing would be. But Gary Payton is still in that conversation of top 2 to 3 PGs in the game because his defense is literally that good. And I think we have 2 more. One being Dave Bing. Dude is just an absolute demon. And Dave Bing's on this list because if you are a dribble head, this Dave Bing will cook up the ever-living life out of anybody you go against. I know he's got set shot 4 and it's tough, but with this quick dribble style and his actually pretty crazy dribbling moves, apparently John Wall's just got it like that, the guy just cooks literally everybody. He can shoot whatever the hell he wants. That goal blinder seriously helps. The Hall of Fame Giant Slayer is crazy. His speed is amazing, and his defense is actually super solid. 90 perimeter, and he's got silver clamps there. I'm an amazing playmaker. The goal quick for step, downhill, everything like that. I know Dave Bing doesn't seem like he would be one of the best PGs. I kind of hated him at first, but then I went against somebody who knew how to dribble, and yeah, they made me want to call my maker because they were just absolutely goofying me every single step that I went. Like, it is embarrassing what some people can do when given the opportunity with this Dave Bing. He's actually kind of gross. And then the last on our list is going to be Sleepy Floyd. Still a card that I just absolutely love. He's got 4 Hall of Fame badges, floor general, unpluckable, hot sun hunter, and difficult shots, which is just crazy. And the guy's just amazing because his defense is great. Silver quick first step and just amazing playmaking. He can shoot real good with that jump shot 22 on the normal, the quick dribble style, and some great dribbling animations. Tendencies, you know, they're all right. It's a good finishing with that good driving dunk. But again, it's the same thing. If you know how to dribble, if you know how to get good with it, and you can pick and choose your shots a little bit more carefully, this guy is just one of the best PGs in the game. There's really no way around it. Sleepy Floyd's great. I know some people try to discredit how good the dude can actually be, but the guy's crazy and is seriously one of the best point guards in the game. It's not even close. So that ends it off, I guess, my top 10 PGs list. Again, these aren't in any ranking. I didn't start off with my 10th PG and then move all the way up. I guess, okay, I started my 10th PG, but everybody after that is in like 9, 10, you know what I mean? It's just how it is. It's just how I ended up, you know, doing this, opening a new tab, and saying everybody's working. So let me know what you guys think about the list down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Or there's some guys that I missed out, some guys I need to move. Let me know. Like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe, and all that wonderful stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.